and welcome to my channel, Beauty Boomer. Today we are going to do the watercolor blush technique by Lisa Eldridge. I will link her video down below. If you don't know who she is, Lisa is a professional makeup artist. She lives in the UK. Her most recent projects have been the Dumbo movie by Tim Burton, and by gosh, if she's good enough for Tim Burton, she's good enough for me. I just love her, and I saw this video maybe about 4 weeks ago, and I thought I'd really like to recreate it. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming by to watch this technique. I've never done it before, so I never like to rehearse these looks for you. I like to kind of do them in as much real time as I possibly can. I think today what I'll do is you'll see some jump cuts in the editing because I'll do one cheek and then I'll do the other at the same time, but I'll probably cut it out. So I'm going to clip my hair back. My hair is a hot mess today. It is rainy and I was out walking my dog, so that is that. So this is all my natural curl. Usually I kind of smooth it out a little bit. So let me tell you what I've done already. I have put foundation on, and because this is a lighter look, I used the CC cream by It Cosmetics. That actually gives you almost full coverage, so I kind of like that. I've set it very lightly with some of Patrick's powder from MAC. I've done my brows with the iconic London brow set, and I have primed my lids with Painterly. With this look, you do want to prime your lids just to give yourself a little bit of coverage if you have veins and things like that. So what you'll need for this is smaller brushes. So I would brushes that I would normally call highlighting brushes. Okay, so I have quite a few in some different shapes. We're not going to be using traditional blush brushes, you know, like this or anything big, because we want to have variations in tones as we go up, and we are actually going to use blush on our eyelids as well. So it's a whole look done with blush. So for this purpose, I've decided to use the Milani Blush Trio, the Alamar Cosmetics Blush Trio that I got in my BoxyCharm. And then I have a single matte and some just loose blushes as well. But I think I'm going to focus on these colors here because you also want a variety of shimmers and mattes. So this will give me that. So first what we're going to do is we're going to sort of prime the cheeks, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use this lightest color right here. And think of it almost as a transition color for your cheeks. So it might not even very much, you know, show up, but we just want to lay this down all along here and also over the eyelid as well. It will help to set that primer. So you really probably can't even see anything. This isn't a highlighter. It just gives a little bit of sheen, but not too much. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here in the apple of my cheek. And I want to use like a rosy pink for that. So I'm going to dip into these two together. Now, if you have blushes that are very pigmented, you can use a cloth like this to tap the brush. You could tap it on your skin, or you could actually add a little powder to it, your brush, just to dilute those blushes a little bit. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to tap very gently. We're just going to build up different colors. Now, of course, Lisa has a 4K camera. I'm using an iPhone, so I can't really tell until I edit my videos how good you see the pigment. So it's almost like I'm working blind. I have a little bit of a monitor here, but it's not great, so it doesn't show me, but I can see the pigment in my mirror here. So I'm working with two different mirrors. I have a 5x mirror and then another mirror. So I can see I'm starting to get that color. So now I'm going to add some of this orange, this lighter orange, and I'm going to change my brushes to this brush. And this one has more of a shimmer. So I'm going to put the shimmer right here. And then I'm going to go back in with my original brush and blend the two of them together. So now, excuse me, I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to go into the middle color. And I'm going to put that right underneath the shimmery blush that I used. So that will create a little bit of a contrast and a little bit of a shadow right there. I think it's coming along. So now I'm going to use this deeper one, which has a little bit of a shimmer as well. So I'm going to use the other brush that I used. I'm going to wipe it on my cloth to get off all the product. And I'm swirling my brush into both of these. And I'm just kind of finishing off the top of the cheek there. And I'm going to wipe that brush off. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a flatter brush. And I'm going to go in with my MAC Warm Soul, which is a little bit more of has a little bit more tan in it than peachy colors. And I'm going to go right underneath. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to swirl everything together. Now for the eye, I'm going to go in, I'm going to just kind of run my brush over all three of these. And then I'm just going to go through here through the crease. And then I'm going to go back into the MAC Warm Sole for the lid. And for this you can use a fluffier eyeshadow brush because you don't want anything like to be super dense. You want just a wash of color. Now, if you want to add some highlight to it, you can go in with this first blush that we used in this palette, this kind of orangey, and you can just hit that in the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to do my other cheek and I'll come back with the finished look. So I am back and this is the finished look. I did do a couple more things that I want to talk to you about. I took a brown pencil and I tight lined my lid just to the lower lash line, just to bring a little bit more definition to the eyes. And I did mascara on the upper and the lower lashes, just a very little bit on the lower lashes because I want to keep this very kind of natural look. I took this shade here, which is like a gold highlighter, if you can see it. And I just went on my brow bone and I tapped over the orange in the corner of my eye with that. And I added just a little bit of bronzer right here and over here on my temples just to warm up the rest of the face. So I really like this look. And on my lips, I used the Share liquid lipstick from Gerard Cosmetics. Now almost all my lipsticks are still at my other house. I'm in the transition of moving, in case you didn't know. And so I didn't have the lipstick that I would have probably used had I had my collection with me. So I used Share and then I blotted it real good. I almost took it off completely. And then I just went over my lips with Blistex because I didn't have my Fenty gloss that I wanted to use either. So I'm asking you to please bear with me while I am in this transition period. Now, one thing I want to talk about with an aging face is you want to keep the blush here. You don't want to go too much, you want to keep it here versus here. Can you see that? Because you want to avoid getting a lot of product in these wrinkles here. That's one of my pet peeves when I see older women that bring their blush up around their eyes and it's just in the wrinkles there. So you want to keep it this way and then do your eyes separately so you see a little bit of skin, a little bit of your natural color in between. You don't want to bring it up like the 80s. You want to keep it to your cheeks and then your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope everything is well with you wherever you're at in the world, and I hope to see you in my next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you like this look, if you will try it, and what else you'd like to see. Thanks so much. Bye.